Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for checking out REI Deal Analysis channel here on YouTube. I've got a property here that I'm going to go over. Actually, it's going to be two, but I'm going to show you one because they're exactly the same. They're in the same mobile home park in Fayetteville, North Carolina. These are my deals. I actually just sold these deals off. Nothing to call home about and break the bank, but my buyer is buying these left and right, and it's not uncommon to find 5 or 10 of these in one mobile home park. If you find the right mobile home park owner that is willing to wheel and deal, because their main goal is to not have to fix up their park-owned homes, POHs. They want them to be tenant-owned homes, TOHs, and collect lot rent, right? So lot rent, $200, $300, $400, $500 a month, depending on where you're at. California, you're in the 800 plus range, but the rents are crazy high, and there's definitely money to be made on these on a seller finance. If once you buy them and take them down, and work with an investor-friendly park that is willing to have you purchase them, take them off their hands, and then fix them up and turn around and resell them on seller financing and reap the rewards. So, anyhow, if you like this channel, if you like this video, please go ahead and go down, crush that like button, and smash the subscribe button, and that way you will be notified right away when these new videos drop to take your underwriting skills on real estate investing to another level. So that being said, let's go ahead and move on. This property, again, there's one here. We did do two, and we just closed on these. So and closings are fast. I mean, basically you're signing a title. But a lot of these you're going to want to have a contractor walk the property. There could be a lot of issues with in-park mobile homes in general. Typical issues are leaks and from the roof, especially on double wides, because the double wides are basically two single wides put together, and there's that seam up top on the double wides that there can be some leaking, and they will go down to the sides, hit the walls, and it could be some issues. And then the flooring. Flooring is sometimes an issue. If there's soft flooring, they typically will need to be pulled out and redone. So having a contractor walk the property just to make sure that knows what they're doing with mobile homes is important. So we did have a contractor walk these, and this is basically what we're looking at. So here's the property. It is, and again, this is like a car, right? We're buying on a title, like a car title, and transactions can happen very fast depending on how fast you can get somebody in there and walk the property. And it's essentially a wire with a title that has been signed off from the seller to you, and for your signatures, and basically notarized and sent to the DMV for the new title. So here's what we were looking at. This property here, this one is was like a 3-1, like 700 square feet. Nothing major as far as size wise. A year built. It was a 1980 mobile home, so it was newer than 1978, which HUD put into some things as far as the way they were built, and those 1978s are usually, per the rules, they're the ones that 1978 or newer can qualify for financing through big banks. If there's land attached or whatever, anything under 78 I've seen people do that. I've seen them finance them through specific banks, but typically your big banks won't touch them. So that being said, let's go ahead and show you what we were looking at. So first and foremost, I'm going to do this. When I'm looking at a property in a mobile home park, I want to get it as cheap as possible. Sometimes I want to get it for free, right? Hey, Mr. Park owner, what is your main goal? Is your main goal of getting your lot rents? Well, obviously beautifying the park, getting the lot rents to where they need to be, and making your residual incomes that way, or is it that and making money on the properties that you own, the homes that you own in the park? If it's not number two, if it's number one, then let's wheel and deal. So that's essentially how I look at it. This property right here, this house is our contractor walked it. He said estimated repairs about $7,000. Now this was not like a pretty place, but $7,000 in a 700 square foot mobile home goes a long ways. You can get a good kitchen. A nice kitchen. You can get a nice flooring, paint, new walls if you need to. If you need to take down the paneling and put in drywall, you could do that. There's a lot that can happen with $7,000. So $7,000 is actually kind of pushing it on this. And as you can see here, I didn't put any, numbers here as far as, all of these kitchen, bathrooms, so on and so forth. I just put a blanket amount of $7,000. We have a $345 park rent per month, and I like to throw in vehicle taxes estimate of roughly $150 per year, along with insurance of about $300 a year, and so that brings us to what the payments could be on a seller finance. So my buyer on these absolutely loves seller finance. He'll flip 2 out of every 5 that he buys, and 3 he'll put on seller finance, and because he likes the residual, right? And he makes more money that way because you can bump them up. In this case, I did put the ARV for roughly $22,900, and that's roughly a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Somebody in a park on seller finance would be more than willing to pay $22,900 with a small down on it, with a monthly payment. Now, this is where it kind of gets sweet. So the average rents here are about $800 a month, and that's for mobile homes. So the mobile homes being $800 a month, and then seller finance, typically you can actually bump it up to $850. But if you're using an amortization schedule, it's kind of hard to do that if your buyer wants to collect as much interest as possible. So let me show you what I mean by that. Again, you saw that I said $22,900 on this. We're going to try to resell it. He's going to try to resell it for $26,900 with a $2,700 down payment. So $26,700 payment gives us a $24,200 on the loan amount at 9% interest. In 4 years, it's going to give us a monthly payment of $600 a month, roughly $602.22. Now, if I wanted to get the $800, let's put this at 3 years. So this is getting me, say, $770. Say he's happy with the $770. Well, it's a 36-month term. $770 a month, that's great. But you see the interest collected is $35.03. If you go back to 4 years, he's collecting $47.06. So this all depends on your buyer. If they are interested in doing the seller finance stuff, which a lot of them are, and that's rent to own, you can do seller finance, creating a note. This buyer in particular loves to create notes, and he does it all day long. So he likes this interest right here. So he's willing to sacrifice the monthly to make more total on the interest, even though he's still making $26,900 on it. So he was happy with the $602. So again, if you were a buyer, a seller finance buyer on a mobile home like this, you would probably be pretty excited to see that you could get something for $600 a month with $2,700 down. And obviously you pay your utilities and all that. But the $600 a month, that's $200 less than most other like mobile homes in the area, and probably sell pretty fast. So let's go back over here to property info. So this is what I did. I negotiated this down to $600 purchase. So each one of them, now there's 2 of these and there's more coming. So on both of these properties, $600 purchase price, and then my assignment fee to my buyer is $1,400 for each one. So my buyer is actually into it for $2,000. Now he likes to throw in an estimated acquisition closing cost of $1,000 because he's going to have his attorneys basically run all the contracts and all that. That's super high end, $100 or $1,000. Realistically on these, that's not going to happen. He's probably going to spend $50, for wire fees. I don't know, but it's going to be a lot cheaper than this $1,000. But I did that just in case. So $2,000 actual buy price, $22,900 ARV. That's including this $2,000 is including my $1,400. No moving expenses, and payments of $600 a month for 48 months with $2,700 down. Now let's see what we'd be looking at. Max wholesaler MAO to seller. My max wholesaler MAO would be $10,050 because that's going to give me $10,050 plus the $1,400 is going to give me roughly 50% of this $22,900, and it is 50%. So most of these mobile home buyers in parks are going to want to be in it no more than 50%. That way they can make their money on the back end, right? So that's my max fee, max MAO. I'm getting it for $2,000, and that's including my assignment fee. This is his buy price. So now we go over here to important numbers. After repair value, $22,900. Purchase price of $2,000. Estimated closing cost, $1,000. Again, on this one, it's going to be $50, roughly. And again, there's 2 of these. So this is for each one. Purchase price, $3,000. Estimated rehab, $7,000. Moving cost, $0. My buyers all in with rehab, $10,000, which gives them a 43.67% of ARV. The gross annual seller finance payments, $602 times 12 is $72,2662. Gross yield of 72.27% based on this number. Estimated NOI after lot, insurance, and tax expenses, $2,636.62. You can see that right here because it's taking out the park rent, it's taking out the vehicle taxes, and insurance. Now, and again, I throw these in just in case. Some don't need to, you don't have to worry about it, but I like to have it all in there. So again, it's kicking out $2,636.62. Estimated NOI with a net yield of 26.37%. Again, look, it's cash on cash return every year, 26.37%, and with a monthly percent rule of 2.2%. That's phenomenal, right? Then I just threw this over here. Total seller finance resale amount, including monthly payments and down payment, estimated $31,606.47. So that's including the 602 times 48 months plus the $2,700 down. That's what he's going to be making total on this in 4 years, with a monthly positive cash flow after lot rent estimated of $219.72. Again, that is a 2.2% monthly rule, monthly percent rule. Not a lot of money, right? They're not making a ton of money, but if they can put their capital, if people are buying houses for $150,000, $200,000. Imagine buying 15 to 20 of these and getting 15 to 20 15 times 219.72. That's a profit per month on 150 grand. If you were able to buy it like this. These don't come around too often. You have to really dig for these, but they can be found. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the in-park mobile home seller finance as an exit strategy video and the spreadsheet that goes along with it. If you want to get your hands on these spreadsheets, this is not the only one that I have. I have created this one. I've created a mobile home with land flip analyzer. I've also created a house wholesale fix and flip calculator, a house wholesale buy and hold analyzer, and also a subject to / seller finance analyzer as well, with more to come down the road. Airbnb definitely is going to be down the road, and also updates are going to be on these as they are needed. So you will be able to get all of these with future spreadsheets as well. If you would like them, go ahead and go to bit.ly. That's bit.ly/REI sheets. Again, that's bit.ly/REI sheets. And that link will also be down below in the first comment. I appreciate your time. I thank you so much for spending it with me. I do not take it lightly. And if you want to take your underwriting skills to another level for REI investments, real estate investments, go ahead and grab these sheets now. And again, like this video if you like the content, and subscribe for future videos. Appreciate your time. Bye-bye now.